You've just seen some pictures of Macintosh. Now I'd like to show you Macintosh in person. All of the images you are about to see on the large screen will be generated by what's in that bag.
Do you know that the man who brought graphic user interface on which every modern computer and mobile work, and who also revolutionized personal computing, was an adopted child? Yes, you heard it right. Tech pioneer Steve Jobs was actually an unwanted child. But his biological parents never knew that this genius is going to change the modern technology. In this video, we are going to see some weird things about tech genius Steve Jobs that you didn't know about. Steve Jobs was an adopted child. In 1955, Abdul Fattah Janadali, an Siberian Muslim immigrant, and Joman Scribble gave birth to Steve Jobs, but they were not married yet, so they chose to give Steve to Paul and Clara Jobs with a promise to take care of Steve as their own child. Paul and Clara were warm and loving parents to Steve, and they didn't have any second child also. Steve Jobs met his biological sister at the age of 27. Steve's biological parents, Abdul Fattah and Joame, later married and gave birth to Moana Simpson, who was a famous author. In 1986, when Steve turned 27, he tracked down her sister in a party where Steve promoted her novel Anywhere But Here. Steve Jobs was a fruitarian. Now you must have heard about people being vegetarian and non-vegetarian, but Steve was a completely different guy. Steve tried to eat only fruits, seeds and grains, and well, that's what fruitarian means. This fruitarian diet also became a problem for him. Some people say that it was the reason for Steve's pancreatic cancer. Steve Jobs has more than 300 patents on his name. Steve Jobs, in spite of being a CEO, put most of his time in innovating new tech. Some of his great inventions are: first, the Mac 128K. It was Steve's first patent, which claims to design of the original Macintosh 128K. It was the first Mac patent that Steve Jobs had. It is one of the most iconic of all those 313 patents. iPod was also introduced by Steve Jobs as 1,000 songs in your pocket. Steve at the launch even described that a person just needs to plug the device into Mac's Firewire port and iTunes did the rest. Number 3. Glass staircase. Steve's patents were not just known as technology patents but also known for his non-tech innovations such as staircases. Steve designed it to attract customers to Apple Store and walk in to buy the Apple devices. Steve Jobs almost became a monk. In 1974, Jobs had a trip to India which sparked an interest in Buddhism that stayed with him for the rest of his life. Steve went to India to meet Neem Karoli Baba, famous guru who was an enlightened monk. But Neem Karoli Baba died shortly before Steve's arrival. There, Steve learned some meditation and deep spirituality by some other Baba and went back to his home. Steve's spirituality played a huge role in his philosophy for business and life. Steve's belief to keep Apple's devices simple was arrived from his spiritual journey. So here's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give a like and subscribe to stay tuned for our next video.